What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. Gonna show my age, gonna show my cheesiness, but I like big knives and I cannot lie. It's something I can't deny. Before we get into my big knives, let's do a quick wrist check. I am wearing the Vario Trench watch. This is the brass with the white dial and the orange loom on a camel button strap. Love the styling of this trench watch. It is just, it's old school. It's old school brass, fixed lugs, the camel button strap. It's just, I like it. It's got that vintage feel to it that it just makes me smile every time that I see it. Alright, so let's take a look at what I would consider my big folding knives in my collection. So let's flip this camera around and check them out. Okay guys, so this is the big folding knives in my collection. So I am classifying big as blade length. That's what most people classify as. I know you can have real thick, big knives that are smaller. That's fine. That's not what I'm considering big. I'm considering big in blade length because that's the most common. Usually small knives have smaller blade lengths. You get in that 3 to 3.5 inch, you're in that medium size. These are all right at the 4-inch or larger blade length mark. Some might be just a smidge under 4, but they're all right there at that 4-inch or larger blade length. This is not going to be a comprehensive review of all of them. This is going to be just a quick overview of each one. These are all in my permanent collection, so if you see any I have not done a full review on, and you would like to know more about it, let me know. I can do that. If excuse me, if you see any that you want a comparison with, let me know. I'll be glad to do that. These are all in my collection, so I can do that at any time. Let's start taking a look at these large knives in my collection. This is going to be the budget option of the large knives. This is the Artisan Cutlery Tradition. This is the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. This is in burgundy micarta and the 8R RPM 9 powder metal steel. So you are getting a powder metal steel micarta handles. This thing is like $60. You can, dollar per dollar, you cannot find more knife for the money. This is outstanding. Outstanding value. Big, great knife. Good action. Good materials. So if you're on a budget, but you want a large knife, look at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive Tradition with that powder metal APR 9 steel. Okay? This is the Spyderco Native Chief. This is the base model edition. They do sprint runs and stuff like that. This is in S30V and Black G10. This S30V is outstanding. I know it's gotten overshadowed by some of the other newer steels, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with S30V. It is a great blade steel. And the Native Chief, if thin and slicey is important to you on your big knives, look at the Native Chief. This thing is like a razor, okay? This is super thin, super slicey, long pointy tip, lock back knife. So I've got it on a deep carry pocket clip, but the Native Chief is a very thin, slicey, outstanding large knife. Now going completely opposite, you're not getting thin and slicey, you're getting built like tank, big, thick workhorse of a knife. This is the Spyderco Shimp Designs Tough. This is the DLT Trading exclusive Tough in crew wear. Titanium frame lock, one of the few titanium frame locks that Spyderco does. G10 on this side with the liner, titanium frame lock on this side. This is in crew wear on this exclusive with like a, I think it's like TINI coated blades. It's actually just built, it like soaks into the metal. It's not like your tradition coating. It actually has this metallic sheen that you can see to it. It's a great finish. It's held up excellent. And this is not the most attractive knife to look at. It's designed for function first, not aesthetics. Huge, huge choil that just goes all the way up. So you have so many different grip positions. You've got this grip position. You've got this grip. You can even choke up even further and do this grip like this. Okay, there's so many grip positions, and it's just designed to work. So if you need a large knife that can handle just about anything you throw at it, check out the DLT Trading exclusive Tough in crew wear. This is the Maxis 2XL. This is the base model in S30V Black G10. The Maxis 2 line is outstanding. The ergos, the capabilities of the whole Maxis 2 line. If you like the Maxis 2 but you need a bigger knife, a bigger workhorse, check out the Maxis 2XL. Great ergos, great finger tools. You can hold it back here. You can choke up. All of it's going to work for you. The ball lock is an extremely strong lock. S30V, and they do sprint runs of these. This is a great, great large knife. The Spyderco Maxis 2XL. Alright. Now, this is the Spartan Blades Spartan Harzy folder. Okay? They make, just like there's different sprint runs by Spyderco, they make special editions. This happens to be the St. Michael's Special Edition. They make the flat sided Spartan Harzy folders as well, but this is one of the special editions, the actual St. Michael's, and this is deeply etched into the titanium. This is not like just painted on. This is etched into it. And then of this side is Defend Us in Battle. It's designed by William Harzy, and this one's in S45VN. Great steel. Everything about this is just overbuilt toughness. Look at the size of these pivots, okay? This pivot actually doubles as an over travel stop. So you can only move this frame so far before it actually contacts to the pivot itself to prevent it from going too far. And this has huge, massive phosphor bronze washers. This is just a smooth action, very overbuilt, tough folder that's outstanding. Love the Spartan Harzy folder. Off-grid knives. I love off-grid knives. This is my favorite off-grid knife design by far. This is their Scorpion. Okay? This is the older model of the Scorpion. It's still the titanium frame lock, but this one is in S35VN. The new ones, they have moved to M390, okay? You can get the Scorpion in many different flavors now. They've got different colors of the titanium, different inlays. This happens to be the black wash titanium with the carbon fiber inlays and the satin blade, the old school one with the S35. I've got this old. Look for a new model coming onto the channel where I can have the old school and the new school in 390, because the Spartan Spartan. Off-grid knives Scorpion is just outstanding. I love this flat. This swedge comes to a very strong tip that's very pointy. Lots of good belly, and then got this flat part right here. It just melts in hand. I love this design of this knife. Excellent. My favorite off-grid knife is the Scorpion, and the action, that thwack that you get is outstanding. Look for the newer coming soon, and I'll do a comparison between the old and the new, but the Scorpion is excellent. Y'all know me and my hinders. I am a hinder nut. This is my big boy hinder. This is my XM24. More important, this is my Grail hinder. This is the XM24 Harpoon Spanto. Okay? These are extremely hard to find. The Harpoon Spanto blades are very hard to find. I managed to snag one. It's got the Harpoon wedge up here. And then, of course, this Hinder's signature Spanto. Combination spear point, tanto, Spanto. So you've got this grind here. You've got that second grind up here, but it sort of flows more than your traditional angled tanto. And then you add the Harpoon wedge on top of it. There is just several grind angles going on this blade, and it's just outstanding. And of course, the XM24 is a huge, big knife that's just awesome. So this one's in 20 CV, battle blue titanium, red G10 with the titanium liner, USA made, big knife, just awesome. This red, white, and blue knife and everything, we're going to say that steel is white. So, but this is just a great big hinder. The XM24 Harpoon Spanto. Just like what I like all about the hinders, they're USA made, big, over tough built knives. I can say all the same thing about the Medford. This is the DP9, DP187. I'll get it straight one of these days, guys. And everything. DP187. This is in S90V. This is a DLT Trading exclusive. So you've got your bronze titanium S90V blade. It's big, thick. The DP187 is based off his name of using 3/16 of an inch stock all the way around. 3/16 of an inch on this side, blade. They're all the same thickness. It is very filling in hand. This thing is awesome. And people will say, well, Medfords don't cut. That is bull. This thing cuts like you would not know what and everything. This thing's even cut me because I wasn't paying attention enough. Kids, don't try that at home. Okay? This thing cuts. It's not the thinnest thing behind the edge, but it's not meant to be. It's meant to be a big, strong, fixed blade-esque knife and everything in a folder that you can do just about anything you want with, and it cuts. So look for more Medford knives. This has turned my eye onto Medford, so I am really looking to increase Medfords on my channels. That they are outstanding. And last but not least, this is the Maxis Knives Sandstorm 2. This is a huge knife. This is 10 inches overall. This thing is even larger than the Medford right here. You can see this is a larger knife than even the Medford. Alright, PVD coated M390 blade. Huge chunk of M390. Full 4-inch cutting edge. Titanium frame lock. But what makes this even more unique is this large of an integral. There is no two separate sides of titanium scales like these knives. This is one huge chunk of titanium that they have milled completely out. There's no separation in this. This is an integral titanium knife that's this big, and on top of that, they include this little pin back here. You take this pin bolt. This bolt can go through this side of the scale, through a hole in the blade, and into the other side of the scale. And you have basically, besides it still being held by the frame lock, you put a pin through both sides and through the blade. You have basically converted this into a fixed blade, with it being an integral titanium and that pin. You can pound on whatever you want. You could go chop a tree and everything. Whatever you want to do, this is just built like a tank. Extremely overbuilt, and I love it. Y'all know me, I'm in a wheelchair, double amputee, so most of my stuff is like EDC tasks, but I love big knives. I just have to have them in my collection. Will I ever use the capabilities of this knife? Absolutely not, but I love them. And yes, I do use these big knives and everything. I will take this, I will flip this out, I'll put this pin in so I've got the extra strength, and I'll open an Amazon box. Yes, I will. That's just the way I roll. So, it is a huge knife that just brings me a lot of joy. All these big knives bring me joy. So, this is my collection of big knives that are over the 4-inch. So let's flip this camera around and wrap up this video of the big knives in my collection. Okay guys, so what do you think about big knives? Do you like big knives, or are they just something that don't appeal to you, or do you live in a place to where you can't have large knives? I would love to know your thoughts. I love big knives, even though their capabilities are beyond what I will use them for. I still love them because, you know, there's a saying, I think Lynn Thompson probably said it first, but I've heard it from many different people. But there's a saying that a big knife can do everything that a little knife can do, but a little knife cannot do everything that a big knife can do. And that has some meaning to it and everything. Now, big knives are not as easy to carry as small knives, but they are capable knives. And I love the big knives in my collection, just like I like small knives in my collection. So, y'all let me know, what do you think about large knives? What do you think about my collection of large knives? Am I missing one? Let me know. I'd be glad to sort of see if I can make. I'm always in the lookout for other large knives because I just really enjoy them, and look for, like I said, some more Medfords, more Scorpions and stuff like that. I'm always in the market looking for newer knives as I can afford to get them. Please check out this video and this playlist. I'm going to put a little Shield Arms watermark up here. If you click that, you'll automatically be subscribed to the channel. Click that little bell notification so you get notification when I upload videos. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe. Throw me a comment. It really helps the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Shield Arms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.